Morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's it going? How you doing? Fremont Lee here. Views of the opinions expressed in this video, those are the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. It is September 3rd, 2020. I don't have my fancy backdrop. Um, I don't have any movies to talk about right now or music or anything. September 2nd, birthdays, which I skipped. Sorry, I didn't do a video yesterday. Keanu Reeves, Selma Hayek, Mark Harmon, Terry Bradshaw, Mary Jo Catlett. She was on Different Strokes. She was the maid that took over for the lady that took over for Charlotte Rae. Because there was a lady that took over for Charlotte Rae, I believe, and then Charlotte Rae got her own because Charlotte Rae got Facts of Life. And then there was the short elderly lady that I believe took over, and then Mary Jo Catlett took over as the maid. She also does the voice of the somebody on SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know. Cat Williams, Harvey Levin. He's a real lawyer. It's a show he does with TMZ where they take pictures and they talk to celebrities and be like, "Oh yeah, they were there. Oh yeah, things like that happen." Blah blah blah. But yeah, Linda Pearl, Cynthia Watros, who was on the TV show Titus, Nicholas Pinnock, who was a Shield tech in Captain America: The First Avenger in 2011, and Jonathan Kite, who played Oleg on Two Broke Girls TV series 2011 to 2017. To yeah, use your words, man. To the late editor director Hal Ashby. He edited the movie In the Heat of the Night, 1967, and he directed the movie Harold and Maude in 1971. Chuck McCann, who did voices for cartoons. Oh, yeah, something. And I'm sure there's videos of him on YouTube. You can look up Chuck McCann. There was a reading that was done of voice actors. They were like doing stuff. Victor Spinetti, producer Mel Stewart, who produced Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971. That was September 2nd. September 3rd, 2020 birthdays. Irene Pappas, who was in the movie Into the Night, starring Jeff Goldblum, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Bruce McGill was in it. So was Richard Farnsworth. Whose birthday was September 1st. The late Richard Farnsworth. I did not do September 1st birthdays. Oh yeah, I did. I remember because I did that. Cause Dr. Phil, it's a terrible John Wayne. September 3rd birthdays, along with Irene Pappas, Valerie Perrin, Shaun White, snowboarder, Red Foo. He was in the musical group LMFAO. They did I'm Sexy and I Know It. Dun, dun. Charlie Sheen, Steve Sharippa, Costas Mandalore, Eric Madsen, who's on the TV show Vikings. He played King Hemming, 2019 to 2020. Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols. Danko Jordanov, who is a stunt person. I saw what movies he was a stunt person in, and I don't remember which one. To the late Eileen Brennan, who was in Clue, Private Benjamin, FM, other things. Jeepers Creepers. She may have been in Jeepers Creepers too. The one with the Sandra Bullock, Miss Congeniality too. She played Eileen Brennan played William Shatner's mother in the movie. Them sluts, referring to the slot machines. Alan Ladd, who was in Shane, 1953. He's done other stuff. It's just that's the highlight. Merritt Buttrick, Jenny Maxwell, who was Ellie Corbett in Blue Hawaii in 1961. She passed away at a young age due to a homicide. Her and her husband were by somebody, and very sad. Mary Grace Canfield, who was on Green Acres, 1965 to 1971. She played Ralph and something else. It gave her two names during the show. She was one of the two people like fixing things. I don't think they were Arnold Ziffels, the pig. I don't think they were like, excuse me, I can't remember. June Fairchild, who was in the movie Up in Smoke, 1978. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, 1974. And the movie Head, 1968. That was the Monkees Head that Jack Nicholson and give me a second, Dennis Hopper. I believe they had something to do with like producing it or something. Their joke on that was if they did another movie later, they could say from the people who gave you head or brought you head. I think it was gave you head. That was it was their little joke. It was like, Ann Jackson, Eli Wallach's wife, the late Eli Wallach, the late Ann Jackson. Katya Sassoon, Kitty Carlisle, born 1910, passed away 2007. And Peter Capel, who was the Tinker in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971. That, of course, was the top 100 of 1,147. September 2nd was out of 1,245. I could have brought out, I think I have Shane on VHS. It was my grandmother's video. I know I have the soundtrack to Into the Night. I'm not sure if I have the movie. In it, Jeff Goldblum plays somebody that works for some company that he's like running the designs on it, like the blueprint type thing, but it was for like an item. I don't think it was NASA or something, but I want to say, let's see, Dan Aykroyd played his, it's not a note, I just, my tattoo. I was looking at it going, oh yeah, that's his name. Couldn't think of it. He plays a friend that he works with. Dan Aykroyd does play with Jeff Goldblum because Jeff Goldblum's character in the movie Into the Night is having trouble sleeping. He can't sleep. He confides in his friend, coworker, Dan Aykroyd, and he says, "You know what I do? Drive out to the airport. Nothing, no reason. Just drive out to the airport." It was supposed to help him sleep. I don't know what the whole play. I'm not sure if there was more to it than that. There, he parks in a parking garage, and he's like, "What am I doing?" At that point, Michelle Pfeiffer jumps onto his hood, or falls onto his hood, and is like, "Get me, get out there!" Those men are chasing me. Get me out of here. In the movie, Jim Henson makes an appearance. Frank Oz, Carl Perkins. There were a few other people in there that made an appearance. But it was like people you wouldn't have. David Bowie makes an appearance in that movie. Um, Bruce McGill, as I said, he played D-Day in Animal House, where I can't do it, but he does the William Tell on his throat. He does other things, pretty much a beer gimmick, a bar gimmick to get him a free beer. Somebody buy him a beer. Oh yeah, hey, buy him a beer. I had somebody buy me a drink once, and I don't drink alcohol, so I got a Sprite. Because when I walked in, first thing they said, Costanza, and I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, I'm sure you can kind of see it. Hey Jerry, what's going on? It's just it's a terrible John Wayne. Um, but I rarely ever watched the show, and when I did, I was like, "What's this about?" And it wasn't anything. I actually was like, "Ew, I've got to watch it." It's like, no, I don't really. So pretty much, most of them would be new to me. If you've never seen it, it's new to you. But yeah, Into the Night. Um, Michelle Pfeiffer was her character in the movie was hired to bring not black stones, but like emeralds, I think, from wherever, and it was like an easy money type of thing. Somebody gets killed for the stones. The somebody because other people are after him. Clue Gulliger. I think I'm pronouncing that right. He's in it. He makes an appearance near the end of the movie. BB King, that's the music, right? BB King. He does Lucille, right? Anyway, music is pretty much blues laden, kind of with that, because you figure Carl Perkins did. I don't know if he did the original version of Blue Suede Shoes, or he did a version. I don't know if he did one before or after Elvis, but Carl Perkins and David Bowie get into a fight in the movie. I believe. I could be wrong on that. Because Carl Perkins plays like a bodyguard for somebody else. David Bowie plays, I don't think CIA, but or MI6 or anything. I'm not sure what. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I liked it. It was a good movie. That's because it was Irene Pappas's birthday. That's why. Uh, didn't talk about anybody else, did I? I don't know what else she's been in. I didn't really go in and look. I know Valerie Perrin was in Superman. She played Miss Tressmacher, something like that. Shaun White, as I said, snowboarder. Red Foo. He was in Las Vegas with Kevin Kline. Michael Douglas, Morgan Freeman. But I mean, his parts like Charlie Sheen. I can't remember what he's in. He was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I believe he was also in The Outsiders. Steve Sharippa, Schirripa. If I'm mispronouncing his name, I apologize. He looked familiar. I couldn't tell you what he was in though. Costas Mandalore, he was in some stuff. He kind of looks like the guy that was in Venom, and I can't think of his name right now. It's like the more information I give people, it's like the less I have in my head, so I can't remember anything. Isn't that silly? But he kind of looked like him. I'm just saying. I don't think they're related. Steve Jones, of course, as I said, was in the Sex Pistols. He did the anti-drug commercial where he's waxing his motorcycle, and he said, "I'm Steve Jones. I was in a group called the Sex Pistols. I lost a good friend to drugs. I almost lost my life to drugs. Drugs suck." And again, Danko Jordanov. I'm not sure what he was in. The picture on IMDb, he's wearing a mask of some sort. Um, Not the Chucky mask or Halloween or any of that, Michael Myers or anything, but it was like a mask of some sort. That's why I don't know what he looked like. But he was in a couple of movies that look like I'd seen him. I can go back to the first if you want. No, I already did those. I did those. Lily Tomlin, Barry Gibb. Ooh, I can go to the second. How about the second? September 2nd birthdays. Keanu Reeves, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, with the new one coming out. Bill and Ted Face the Music, or it's already out actually. But Selma Hayek. I want to say her last name is Perno. She's married. Um, Mark Harmon on NCIS. In the movie Summer School. I love that movie. I wonder if anyone from Summer School has made an appearance on NCIS. Terry Bradshaw, football player, sports announcer guy, got his start in the movies thanks to Burt Reynolds. In the movie Hooper, Terry Bradshaw plays one of the SWAT team that's down in Florida. I think the movie was supposed to take place in Florida um, for a convention, the SWAT team. And they're at the bar, and it's the one stunt people usually have frequent. I think it's maybe it's supposed to actually be California because they're on the back lot. But the filming of the town thing at the end, I want to say, took place in Georgia. So I can't. I'd have to look it up and be like, but yeah, Terry Bradshaw was in there and ends up fighting Burt Reynolds and the stunt guys in the movie. Oop, almost at 20 minutes. And I really haven't said much. My shirt, I had it airbrushed. When I'd gotten this shirt airbrushed for myself, and I'd gotten a shirt airbrushed for my friend that we were talking about doing a podcast, and we would wear the shirts. So when we had a video of it up, people would see that we'd have our own shirts on. So it'd be like, oh, okay, because it was going to be the Him and F Bomb show. He is currently doing a podcast with three of his friends that he's known since high school or before. I am here on YouTube doing little videos of myself by myself. 10 years at the place I work, no cake. I feel a little cheated or let down. Sad, really. I know I can get a cake myself. I know where the store is at. Hopefully, things look better, or things perk up, get better, whatever. Hope all is well with you. How is everything with you? You okay? Having a good morning, a good afternoon? Did you have a good day? Are you having a good day? It is September 3rd, 2020, as I am recording this. You are most likely, according to the number of people viewing this, which is one, which I believe includes myself. That translates to the fact that you, if you are watching this, is at a later date from the time in which I am recording and or live streaming. Hope all is well with you. Please remember to be kind to each other. We're all going through shit. Some people are better at hiding it. But yeah, it's all good. Have a good one. Take care. Thanks for watching. Maybe tomorrow or shortly thereafter, soon, I will have a video to talk about, or maybe a couple of, maybe a book or a CD or something. I should start. Last night I wrote in my fifth book. I still need to type up my fourth book. It's a little sad. It's just like I'm just because as soon as I start typing that up, I'm gonna have to go through and read it. Excuse me, looking for typos and other type of errors. I keep reading people posting that for those of you who are typing stories, there's no need for two spaces after the period because that was with typewriters. I still do too. I don't care. It's something I'm used to doing. That's what I do. I had salad. I have lettuce stuck in my teeth. Sorry. I've had water, but that's not swishing it out. Gonna need a toothpick or something. Well, thank you again for watching. I hope all is well with you. Take care.